Hello, and welcome back to Age of Wonders Planetfall. We have finished up the Revelations campaign, and we're going straight into invasions. Living among their enemies, an alien threat is getting ready to show its true colors. So, one interesting thing about the universe of Planetfall is that the Kirko are the only aliens. Every other faction is human in origin, even if they have modified themselves quite extensively. The Assembly come to mind in particular. But I believe we get a second alien faction in this DLC. So let's see what this is about. Alright, and it looks like it's just 2 missions again, and this looks easier than the previous one based on this. Alright, the Shakarn. Synthesis. Okay. I've not played Synthesis in a while. On a fortified moon, a new power reveals its true intentions. So, let's read about the Shakarn. The Shakarn waited at the edge of the known star Union, preparing and researching, spying from within. Now, with the fall of the Union, they are ready to strike and conquer that which is their right. Starting bonus, aquatic deployment. Well, that can always be fun. See how it plays out in practice, but I do I quite like the lizards in the original Age of Wonders, so I wonder if this is a nod to that. Long-term bonus, all racial tech research is 10% faster. Okay. Use Infiltrate Operations Center to steal racial tech trees. Interesting. So we get to use the tech of everybody. Sound weapons group, okay, so we have a new weapon category. Omniweapons combines sound and laser. Use holograms to infiltrate, confuse, and mirror your enemies. Use of broadcasts and propaganda. And amphibious units with epimorphic regeneration. Alright, well, this is sounding like all kinds of cool right off the bat. Like what I see so far. Synthesis assault equipment. Range specialist, steady aim. Yep, standard. Covert operative, not surprising given the campaign and racial theme. So research is 20% faster. I wonder if that's on top of the 10% we get for Shakarn. Oh no, it's racial tech. Ah, I see. This is only racial tech, but it's everybody's racial tech, I'm assuming. Unless we can only steal from other techs. I don't know. Find out. But decreases society operation research cost by 20%, and more covert strength and defense right off the bat. I'm a little bit worried. I hope they don't step on the toes of the synthesis too much. Syndicate. The Syndicate too much, since the Syndicate were kind of the espionage faction in the base game. Well, we'll have to see. Data repository, 2 free techs, sure. Kleptomaniac. You see something on the table, it's unguarded, you pocket it. Your advisor didn't need it anyway. That's how you've been all your life, and you enjoy it. Ah, yes. Embezzlement, so we just get less money. But we start with a random mod that works with our loadout. Okay. I mean, this is definitely a disadvantage. Having 10 less energy per turn is not going to make up for starting with a mod, but starting with a mod is kind of cool. I mean, this is the handicap slot, so that makes sense. Challenge level high, resurgence never, as always. We're not going to customize. I like playing with what I get. Naranga odd. Okay, let's start.
Glory to Chancellor Kor, and glory to the Scarlet Scepter. The path of Shakarn legend is paved with the feats of our Domok fighters and their war machines. But not all that is alien needs to be crushed without reason. When our Zarda's agents infiltrate foreign cultures, they can find refinement even amongst the most primitive races. Because such is the legacy of the Shakarn. We learn, we overcome, and we conquer. My scales are craving to return to Shakarn soil, but I must stand strong. When I left for my assignment in Star Union space, I did not know what it meant to wear the same holographic mask for years. Spend every day and hour mimicking these so-called humans and their sickening habits. Deep infiltration is like an endless war of attrition until somebody drops a sonic bomb. The die is cast. Shakarn forces have been mobilized. All secret operatives called back to the moon Solodius II. There, the humans have set up a critical part of their defensive network, an experimental facility where they induce artificial void storms to deadlock their region of space. It is the last obstacle between our invasion fleet and Star Union territory.
So I guess the Shakarn have been here this whole time, we just didn't know.
Our sabotage mission is on track, and Celodia's 2 on screen. A silent landing on the dark side of the moon will get us close enough to our targets without raising any early alarms. And from its glacial shadows we shall strike.
Alright, so tiny world, continents, about 50% water. Sabotage the Elop Void facility, and don't blow her cover. Alright. Probably going to be a lot of reading early on as I figure out what the heck my units do. Naranga Odd, we have touched down without any signs of detection. Good. Now, before we make any further moves, remember, Kudat. Our cover is that we are an Amazon convoy carrying terraforming equipment. We were forced to land after getting hit by a void storm, so please, no shoot first, ask questions later if the enemy encounters us. Kudat Rotak. Ah, you are insulting my memory, General. Of course I recall your long and elaborate scheme to keep these humans fooled until their last breath is drawn. Nonetheless, I must repeat what I said before, that this is a plan of cowards that can only hold us back for too long. You may have spent the past years acting and thinking like a Zardas, but you are a Gamma, Naranga Odd. You are a leader of our people, so by the blood of Shazora, start leading. Our fleet is waiting on the other side of the spatial rift. This is not a time to hide in the shadows, this is a time to be bold and claim victory. You accuse me of behaving like a Zardas. And yet it is you who seem to have mingled too much with his Dalmok fighters, Marshal. Running into enemy lines without reason would be an unnecessary risk. But do not worry, if everything else fails, we can still resort to your method of brute force. While we send out our scouts, we can seize another rare opportunity and explore the resonance halls built by the original Star Union infiltrators. According to our records, one of these witnesses of past Shakarn deeds must be located close to our landing position. Good thing none of the humans found this. Scout the locations of the Elop Rift Reactor to search for weak points in the defensive perimeter. Try to stay concealed and out of enemy vision to not risk compromising your cover. Your recon units have water concealment and can scout the shores of the enemy island. To scout further into the land, use the Deploy Monitor operation unlocked by the Area Surveillance Society research. Okay. And so I guess this is definitely more of an aquatic focus, which is going to make them situationally strong on certain planets. On lava planets, maybe not so much. And that is a difference already with the Syndicate, because the Syndicate just have universal camouflage on their scout. Right, Alpha, Beta, Gamma, Delta, and Epsilon. And Lessons of the Past. Well, there it is. Make your way to the resonance halls, where past Shakarn agents left the recordings of their Star Union infiltration. It's an adventure quest. Oh, is this... So I noticed this is only 2 stars out of 5 for difficulty. Is this a tutorial mission? Did they do that? Add a tutorial mission for a DLC campaign? That's interesting. We'll clear the resonance halls and we get a sleeper agent, which looks like our basic infantry unit. Okay, and also research. Research is always nice. Okay, objective report. Okay, well there are 3 commanders, that's good to know. So yeah, defeat 2 others, I guess. I mean, I guess I could see that. You can win this map by locating and sabotaging the Elop Rift Reactor that's keeping the Shakarn fleet from invading through the void. Completing this mission will be much easier while your enemies do not realize what they're up against. So it is vital to keep your human cover intact. Okay.
The sea is a mighty...
Well, we started with aquatic deployments, which is probably very good for this mission and race. And deafening frequencies. This is going to be unique for either our weapon or our race, I guess.
From primordial days, vibrations in the rocks warned us of predators. We took in every sound. We craved tiny tremors. Once we trembled and fled, but we evolved. Sound is our weapon now. We bask on warm stones, feeling the vibrations of a dozen tiny heartbeats, waiting patiently for our prey. Cabra, huntress of the Fang.
I'm probably not going to listen to all of those, but I did want to listen to the first one just to get a sense of what they were going for with this, and of course Tier 1 Sonic. So yeah, this is our weapon category. Looks like chance to disorient people, which gives them a 30% chance to fumble. And also chance to disorient. 1 hex radius, 12 damage, high impact. So high frequency projection seems pretty good, actually. It is 2 operation points, though. And area surveillance.
If you want to improve...
And I guess we'll take a closer look at our tech tree situation. Now those 3 techs, so... did we start with 1 in addition to the 2? Or does the mission just automatically start us with 1? I don't know. Alright, let's look at our units. Well, Hacker, we already know what this is. This is our basic synthesis unit. Scrambling Virus, Assault Hasher, Sonar Analysis, that's new. Units in a 2 hex radius have a chance to gain Analyzed, reducing their resistances by 2 for 2 turns. Okay, cool. Haywire Demon, hit Mechanical and Cyborg, yeah. Xeno Debilitation. -2 resistance against status effects due to its physiology. Epimorphic Regeneration. So these are, I guess, are both based on our race. When this unit takes damage from 1 or more enemy units or operations, it will regenerate 6 health at the start of the next turn. And is it a cyborg because it's a hacker? When in water, it is immune to burning and immolation due to its capability to submerge. Makes sense. Can move over land and water hexes. Okay. This is an infiltrator. And it is not a cyborg. So I guess the cyborg is just the hacker. This has universal camouflage. And same kind of effects. Sono frequency, single shot, 7 range, 18. Okay, so that's like a long range shotgun almost. High impact stagger. Holoshift. Copy the appearance and abilities from target enemy non-hero unit for 4 turns. Basic level I can do tier 1 and 2 for non-mechanical units, and I'm assuming that I have a mod then that allows me to get to tier 3. Holoshift repeat. Holoshift to the last unit into which this unit transformed. Okay. Cool. Raider. This is our basic infantry, I'm assuming. Omni Carbine. Oh yeah, infantry. 4 infantry, yep. Omni Carbine. Laser Sonic. Fires a sonic laser attack at the target. Close assault deals -1 damage for each hex away from target. Okay, so we want to be up as close as possible. I guess that makes sense for a sonic attack. Omni Rush. Project a mix of damaging sonic and laser in a 3 hex line. Concussion, high impact stagger. Okay, so we got a close range infantry, it looks like. And what is this thing? Recon. Sonopulse. High impact stagger. Low damage, but I guess this is probably just our scout unit. Yeah, this is the thing with water camouflage. Recon Boy. Range 7. Place a reconnaissance buoy on target hex, making all enemy units in a 2 hex radius easier to hit. Ooh. And reapplies... so if they move out of it, then they might not get hit every single turn with this. Okay. If they move out of the area. Mechanical Mindless Scout. Okay. So flying, but water. Interesting. And then here we have our other hero, and... yeah, it looks like we're level 1 for both of them. Yep. Alright, so what do I actually want to do here? Blackfin Fortress. If we could take that right off the bat, that would probably be good. Yeah. Let's Oh, there's a new NPC faction. Okay. Well, In that case, let's try the friendly approach. Run with the pack. Naranga Odd. Fancy scales you're wearing. You could really spice up the mix in our free Therian commune. We've already got wolves and foxes and bunnies and even squirrels, but we've never run into any reptile anthropomorphs before. Did Terratech pull a trick on you as well, or where did you come from? Would prefer to not talk about it for now. What are you people doing on this remote moon anyway? We thought it would be deserted. Trying to keep a low profile as well, eh? That's understandable. We also don't want to cause any ruckus when coming back to the Star Union. No interest in any more fox hunts or freak shows, no. So we landed our treasure ship on this chilled rock, took a laugh at the Paragon, and now we're gonna dig for some awesome bones or diamonds. But since you're here now, maybe you'll be able to help us? We found one of the alteration labs where our ancestors received their treatment of the Therian panacea. We wanted to enter, but these days there is all kinds of mutated goo lurking in there. If you destroy the goo, we may be able to find traces of our first leader, Deer. Correct me if I'm wrong, General, but aren't these from the same breed of odd pirates that occasionally had to be snuffed off our border planets during the past few years? They are, Marshal, but we shouldn't just directly let them in on that, should we? Well, they've proven to be annoying in the past. I have a feeling this time around these Therians might become useful for us. Therian Panacea. Right, so new NPC faction. This is, I guess, to be expected. The Therians have asked you to clear the Therian alteration labs, where Terratech knowledge of the Therians' first leader, Deer, may be stored. Though there doesn't seem to be any immediate benefit, you've decided to play it nice, for now. This will get us a Prowler, which is their basic unit. Swipe and shotgun, biochemical. Okay. Well, I went with the flying unit because I thought it would be faster, and I guess we'll just explore up that way then. Alright, well... In that case, maybe our first sector will actually be food. Or research. Resonance halls. Specialist units built gain resonating memory, healing them for 5 health whenever they use a non-damaging ability. Both could be good. I think we'll go food first. I actually liked how that played out last time. Turns out having a food sector helps your colony grow. Weird. So we will... yeah, we will go for the overgrown biodome. I did see this, by the way. I'm just choosing to ignore it. I guess I'm not choosing to ignore it anymore. 24 energy. And you probably go into the water? Well, let's go over this way. Take a look around. More Therians. Sharpshooter and Prowler. Chemist. Bouncer. We'll look at those in more detail later, I guess. Replicator Factory. Let's think real hard about that one.
Operations available for priming.
What monitor? They did say that I might want to do this as a scouting option, so let's prime it at least for now. I hate to interrupt you at such an early hour, General, but my raiders have caught a human spy skulking around our camps. Should we interrogate him or kill him on the spot? No. Let go, you dastardly creatures. I won't stop shouting until you return me to my Sarah. Oh, yes, I know that she's here. First you abducted her from Atrium Beta, and then you took her to this moon to do who knows what terrible things to her. But I've tracked you down, and now I demand her back. Ha! This human roars like a thunder mob, but he lacks the teeth to also bite. Do you realize, wimp, that I could crush your skull with the raw power of my hands? Kudat starts lifting the helpless man up with his right arm, slowly tightening his grasp. Enough, Marshal. We are all aware of your capabilities. As for you, human, this is what will happen. We will wipe all sensor logs you took on Gladius 2. Then you will leave on a long journey to visit some distant relative, which you will also announce to anyone it might concern. You live. Nobody searches for you and disturbs us. We all win, right? No! I'll never leave this planet without my Sarah. I could not lose her, not a second time. It was a miracle she returned from the claws of the Kirko after they laid waste to Atrium Alpha. That's when I knew I could never let anything happen to her again. I offer you a chance to get out of this, you fool. The Sarah you knew is long dead. What came back to you after her death was little more than an illusion. Speaking the last words, you activate your holo projector. Did you never wonder how your Sarah could escape the ever-vigilant eyes of the Kirko swarm? Or why she changed so drastically, being reserved and more interested in your work than your marriage? You realize it now. You know it is the truth. I became Sarah Henkins. The wimp has fainted. Good show, General. What shall we do with him now? I guess he won't be of any more use to us now that we know he had no backups. Beating him seems like a waste of resources when the opposite could be done. Keep him as a prisoner or send him to food processing? Let's process him. You're right, Marshal. Keeping him as an asset would serve no purpose. Ironic. There were many days when I desired to dispose of him as a symbolic relief for enduring all the sickening humans around me, but I never imagined it would eventually happen this way. Wait for the Shakarn food plant to complete its gruesome grinding process. It converts any organic material into condensed, nutritious protein bars. Protein bars. Food processing finished, and that'll get us 40 food. Okay. Is that a production thing I have to do here? Let's not.
Operations primed and ready.
Ops ready to launch. Yeah. Okay. I just played the good guys on the previous mission. You know, let's mix it up a little bit. I guess it doesn't really matter. Fight. And I'm probably going to play this out. I'm going to auto-combat to see how it goes. Okay, we won. I'm going to play it out anyway, because it's the first time playing as the Shakarn. So I want to see what my units are capable of. Oh, start with a jetpack. It's pretty nice. Grenade, Hasher, Overwatch. You guys are resistant to arc, aren't you? Yeah. Weak to biochemical. Interesting. You have Omni Cannon, Impact Stagger, Anti-Air, Phoenix Surge. Oh, I never even checked. I guess you're a Promethean hero. Probably. Non-mechanical. I can holoshift into non-mechanical. Are you mechanical? You are mineral. You're also tier 3, so I could probably holoshift into the little one. That'd be interesting to see. A chunk of magma, 1 hex radius. Well. Oh, you're the hacker. Impact Stagger. Alright, because I want to be close. No Overwatch. Okay, well, we'll guard. Trying to avoid clumping up too much. We'll let him get a free shot here if he wants to target that and not my other units. Nope.
Operations ready.
Wait. Oh, enemy unit or operation. Okay. So they only regenerate the turn after they take a hit. That's interesting. Wait, so if I stepped here, I'd actually regenerate, which... Oh, whatever. High frequency, yeah, I could do that. What's the range on this? 7. Shift back. Turns to original form. I mean, I'm not convinced that this is any better than what I used to have, but it's, I did a thing, I guess. Well, I think we want to move. You could potentially hurt quite a bit. Let's just move out of the... Move out of the range. I could shoot twice. I think we'll just shoot twice.
Enemy eliminated.
And then there's you. Well, I guess I don't take damage for running through the fire anymore. I don't think I have any healing ability. We'll just fight.
Superior once more.
Okay, interesting. And we hit size 4, so let's annex. So if I click on the infiltrator, I can go into liquid magma again. Alright, so that was the main thing I wanted from that. Okay, there are Paragon here. Alright, so deafening frequencies. We started with this. We could go on to Sonolysis application. Sonic weapons gain armor melt. Okay. Field shattering frequency. 2 hex radius. 8 damage and destroying 4 shields until end of combat. We'll go into discerning systems. Portable scanners. Gains detection, +2 sensor range, and its damaging abilities gain a 10 strength chance to apply analyze, reducing the resistances by 2. Okay, that's actually kind of insane. So we definitely want that on our scouts. That's definitely the first thing I'm taking. Discerning systems. Replicating restoration. Remove target friendly units, negative status effects, and heal it for 8. This effect jumps to 3 other units within 2 hexes. I mean, these both seem really good. And then, of course, we have our ability to start doing the synthesis stuff. Integrated military networks is nice. It just makes all of our mechanical cyborg units interface with our technology, but we'll grab that for now. Aquatic and area. Probably want this, but let's look at our first specific doctrine for our faction. Quelling intimidation. By using a combination of blackmail and direct threats, the Shakarn can intimidate their foes into profit. Gain a 10% discount when dealing with NPC factions. Faction war quest rewards trigger at 6 units defeated instead of 10. Okay, I like that, because that has like a bonus for both being friendly or hostile with the faction. Either way, you get something from it. Homeworld Reminiscence. Shakarn's homeworld is 90% oceanic, covered by atolls and archipelagos. Through promoting festivities next to bottles of water, the Shakarn colonists can reminisce about their homes and those they left behind. Colonies gain 12 food and 4 happiness if the coastal or river feature is in their domain. Okay, well, I'm taking this. Propagation towers allow the latest developments to be transmitted to your citizens, as well as also help project hollow realities through the city, keeping the populace distracted. Colony gains 4 happiness. Further bonuses can be granted to colonies with propagation towers through the use of strategic operation broadcasts. Okay. Sure. We'll try out the new stuff. Native threat locator. I mean, that might be useful. This is it said it was a tiny map, didn't it? The meat grinder has completed its last cycle, General. The foolish human will no longer disturb our mission. Good. I don't like keeping liabilities. There are always those shameful stories of agents growing attached to their assets over time. Therefore, it is important to set an example and show the new trainees that deep infiltration is not about cuddling up with the enemy.
Objective completed.
Okay. I thought I was going to have to actually do a production project for like 40 production or something. But no, that's fine. Unexploited sector. Ooh. It's quite high on the energy. It is double energy. I think we're going to do that, though. Overgrown biodome. Wait, do we not? Oh, the tooltip didn't say anything. Yeah, because we got +5 food for doing that. And colonizer, since I'm here anyway. Just regular movement. Okay. Not flying or anything. It looked like it might be. We're gonna grow.
Sector annexed.
Because the best way to keep an alien city secret from the humans is to grow really, really big.
Operations primed and ready.
Works every time. Alright, so you're now invisible. Do-it-yourself methods. Transport's carrying blueprints and materials to make 2 different weapons. Unfortunately, I find most of the materials have deteriorated, so do we want an Imperial Behemoth, which is a level 4 vehicle? I think we're quite a bit beyond able to make that. That's going to require a level 2 pilot, which is many levels and dig points that we don't have yet on our level 1 heroes. Defensive mod armor. Deploy a flying repair drone that can heal units. Expires after 4 turns. Summon unit will inherit any compatible mods. Do not grant an ability. I mean, that looks pretty good. Ignore the blueprints. I mean, production's always nice, but I think we'll take that. Because that seems potentially useful. And then we're just going to equip it right away on our leader. Alright, we can attack into this. They shouldn't be that strong, and it will level up everybody in our army, which will help tremendously going forward. Famous last words. Okay, I'm okay with that. I don't think I need to see them in action again. I think I get the gist of what they can do. Although, liquid magma. I could steal the Lightbringer. Could try to steal the Lightbringer. Darn it. We're gonna try it. Alright, so you have Burning Meteor Dash. Land heavily, dealing damage to adjacent units. Full action continues. Yeah, you still get an attack afterwards, too. I remember this. Yeah, you are pretty scary. Alright, so how do we want to do this then? Run deployment once per battle. I suppose you guys have jetpacks. Nope. Works on biological, cyborg, and mechanical. Alright, so we just get, what, 4 heals? Or maybe 3 heals? Pretty good. Let's not put a low health raider right there. Actually. Let's put our hero up here. Could shoot, we could overwatch. Defense, 25% harder to hit, can't be flanked. Staggered defense mode is lost. I guess we'll do this. Probably not gonna matter. Up. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. You can go up to here. You can move once, which will let you go up to here. Okay. I think if we're here, we're safe. That's what I was worried about. I don't want them killing my unit in a single turn.
Operations ready.
Okay. Leave 1 point. What we want to do is we want to stagger this guy if we can. You have stagger resistance, don't you? Tranquility. Yep. Okay, that's not happening. Well, so much for that plan. Well, let's go here. Do this anyway. And this will use up your retaliation. So now we're safe to attack you with everybody. High frequency. Yeah, not staggering you. Ooh. Okay, let's... Oh, you have one movement left, huh? Hmm. Alright, well, I guess we do this then.
Enemy down.
With literally all our units. Now you're going to defend, because you're probably going to get shot at. Or they might be going for the drone. Alright. 11. I think that's more. Scrambling virus. Chance to stagger, or I could just shoot it. Sonar analysis. Chance to disable. Oh. Okay, let's do that. And from here... we got ourselves a pretty nice unit there.
Enemy destroyed. Enemy annihilated.
Alright, and you are disabled, but... no, we can still do a lot of damage to you, apparently. Because you're disabled, if I wait a turn... cannot use actions. That burning... on the other hand, we can get another heal with you before the end of the fight. Let's just heal the hero. Shift back.
Our forces are victorious.
And we got our level. Looks like the excess experience is lost. Oh well. But now we have a Lightbringer as our transformation, so that's really good. Deadly Overwatch, 15% crit chance and 50% accuracy on Overwatch. Small Constructors. 10% crit and 2 resistance against status effects. Gains, disables the option to gain Zardos Instructors. Okay, well here's Zardos Instructors. 10% evasion and universal camouflage. For army training, okay. So do I want to be... this looks like, based on this, that this is a faction that really wants crit. Disrupting wave, I mean, that might be good. I'm not too worried about it. Taking infantry commander always just kind of makes sense for your main commander at the start of these missions. And you leveled up. And yet, you are definitely Promethean. Oh, why do you not have the same options? Shakarn Hero skill. Shakarn Hero. Oh, because you start with Domok Instructor, okay. Oh, so you just have more skill points than you're technically allowed to have. Okay, well, that's fair. Well, it's not fair, actually. It's just a bonus to me. Deadly Overwatch. I mean, I guess we'll probably do Deadly Overwatch and then Accuracy and Crit. The Resonance Halls. Sound is central to Shakarn culture. Resonance halls like these can be found hidden on any Star Union world where their infiltrators operate, voices forever resonating within its walls, long after their owners have gone. Alright, 20 research. Specialist units can gain resonating memory, healing them 5 of health every time they use an undamaging ability. Looks good. This looks less good. I mean, I just don't have... I don't have a lot of strength at the moment. This definitely looks like a sector that I want to take, though. So let's just take that for now, and on our way here. Okay, we'll move here. Do we even want to talk to this faction? I don't think so. We'll be stealthy. I don't think the Paragon would rat us out. But we'll roleplay a little bit. Run with the pack, Naranga-Odd, and salute the treasure ship of the illustrious Therians. You see nothing precious? Well, look again, closer, and you'll notice the immense value that can be found in the gleeful freedom of our company. Hop on, and we'll hop off to new lives and places. Just keep your guns and claws ready for any critters we meet along the way. Spaceships and adventures sounds like fun. You're nothing but fluffy-eared pirates. It's time you see justice. I see. We like to get along. We can help each other out. You scratch our back and we'll scratch yours. You go first. We've got a job for you. I thought I'd already met them. Oh well. Tell us what you need. We are no trophies. Ever been on a hunting trip? Sounds like fun times in merriment, right? Well, it's not when you're the ones in the crosshairs. These hunters may think they're civilized, but their barbaric sport says otherwise. Please stop them. Alright. 4 units. Oh, this is another site I'm going to have to enter, and I'm not going to have the army for that either. Here's Fluke Topper. Alright, that's interesting.
Production ready.
Well, let's see, Deadeye or Infiltrator. I do like the Infiltrator quite a bit, but let's get a Deadeye, because we don't have one of those yet. Sounds like it's probably a sniper. Oh, second colony. Yeah, that would be nice. Let's head down this way, because... well... I don't think we can take that yet. We need stronger heroes at the very least. Stay in the water. Since this is presumably... yeah, there's somebody over there. Technologist unlocked. Okay.
Operations primed and ready.
And I think Homeworld Reminiscence is probably what we want. Arctic Barren Roads. If the coastal or river feature is in their domain. Let's just make sure. Is this coastal? I guess it doesn't say. I'm just going to assume it is.
It It is truth that the apex species mimics the natural world and matches the extremes of its environment. If they strike us, we will adapt. If they break us, we will mend. We are the superior species. Shakari Otamal, Clutch Senatil.
Okay. Well, that gives me access to a lot of choices. Propagator deployment. Propagator is a specialist. Sonar repeater, Dissonance, hollow mend. Mechanical, okay, that sounds good. Okay, it's a vehicle, that makes sense. Okay, so this is, but mechanical is good for integration later. Here, disinformation campaign. Spread disinformation through the media channels of target player, reducing their relation with all races by 300. Wow. For 15 turns. On failure applies minus 100 instead. Motivating broadcasting. All colonies with a propagation tower gain 15 production. In addition, during combat on the domains of these colonies, all units gain 200 happiness. Or morale, rather. All friendly propagators cause this effect in battle while the operation is active. While active, affected colonies produce minus 5 energy, and the upkeep of propagators is increased by 25%. I don't know about that. Impairing grenade. Sonic damage in 1 hex radius, high impact stagger, chance to impair. Xeno defense module, plus 3 damage resistance to the last damage type it received. This effect lasts until the end of combat or until a different damage type is dealt to the unit. If somebody's really all in on one damage type, I guess that's useful, but otherwise... I mean, I guess it's always kind of useful, but it's... I think we go for the integration.
Flash crimson through your neck frills, make your eyes bleed, and lift your dorsal spines high, for tonight we celebrate our watery homeworld by terrorizing the natives of this lesser world. Taraku Supreme, Troll Frontrunner.
Hey, I haven't seen a propagator. Is that what a propagation tower is? But these don't have upkeep, so... I'm not entirely sure. Not entirely sure. This is Cyber Division Worker Integration. Yeah, so this is synthesis stuff. Scorched Earth Policy, Active Agent Network. I'm not seeing propagators anywhere. So I'm assuming that's what it is. Okay. In the meantime, I guess we upgrade our food. And what have we got down here? Humans. Wait. Ah, why did I do that? Misclick. Okay. Well, we can... We can do what we do. I'm wondering if you shifted. No. Okay, that's fine.
Objective completed.
Thank you. Hopefully now, though, these people will think twice about hunting our pack for sport. So I want a lacerating shotgun. Chance to apply bleed. Single shot. Sell it. Early game money. It's rough. You seem trustworthy. Our pack accepts you. Now available for trade. Prowler. Okay. Biochemical shotgun is just high impact stagger. Knockback. Okay. Prowler's swipe. Bleeding. Primal pheromones. Thrill. When unit drops to 66% health or lower, units and all friendly units within 2 hexes gain 20% increased damage for 2 turns, once per battle. When adjacent to another unit with Therian presence, this unit heals 8 health at the end of the turn. Weird. And we have a few other things here. DNA injector. Prowler. Prowler swipe. Tier 1 transformation. Does this allow me to make units into prowlers? Bouncer. Dual pistols, bullet spin. You're a cyborg by default. Whereas you're a mutant. Cyborg is probably better for synthesis. Enhanced limb augment. Fast movement and +2 physical resist. Cool. Ah, okay, we see 2 different territories here. In that case, deploy monitor, launch here. Gravitational particle density rising. High energy signatures detected. ELOP rift particle reactor in range. Calibrating sonar recorders to match the target frequency. Transmission in progress. That still doesn't explain what a bulwark was doing in the female worker toilet of Lab Compound Alpha, Director. In the worker toilet. The first scientist to go in there today almost suffered a heart attack when she switched on the light. Standard DVR safety regulation. In the shaft, nobody wants to be unprepared in case of a quartzite incursion or meteor shower. Your workers will get used to these new labor conditions. If we Dvar hadn't paid attention to details like this during the post-Red Core era, there would be no comrades left to work in the mines anymore. But this isn't a mine, Director. Enceladius 2 is no asteroid. When First Minister Tholian told me that a Dvar consortium would join the Egalitarian League of Planets and send a detachment to support our goals on Enceladius 2, I thought you'd provide us with safety, not with safety hazards. The bulwark is only a safety hazard to the enemies of the Jelezo Dvar, Colonel. As my second cousin and former leader of our consortium, Corvin, likes to say. The transmission ends as the recon is falling back to avoid detection. So the Dvar are making a move to join the Elop Confederation. How very interesting. Considering the quarrels this is causing already, this could very well be something we can use to our advantage. We discovered another player while concealed. Diplomatic interactions have not been triggered and the other player is unaware of our presence. We can choose to interact. Okay, yeah, I've seen this before. Remain concealed means that we basically need to stand adjacent to them. Or have them see us. Do I want to... So I probably don't need to keep this. So let's not spend the energy. I think that's fair. And, okay, you're gonna go down this way, because we're gonna want... to have both sides of the island covered here. Uh-oh. We'll grab it next turn. It'll be risky. Monitor. We'll do another one of those. Interesting. Okay. So yeah, this is super small. And we've met both of the other players, and the goal seems pretty self-explanatory. So let's see if we can beat the mission without ever being detected. And if so, that would explain why it's only 2 stars, because this would be pretty easy. So we will continue playing as the Shakarn next time. I will see you then.